Bring your hands to your heart, closing the eyes. Bring a gentle smile. Let's take a deep breath in together through the nose. Open the mouth, let it go. Again, inhaling through the nose. Out of the mouth. As you are here, set your intention as to what you want to get out of this practice this morning. And as you begin your yogic breathing, feel it come into the body easily, filling up the belly, the chest, and the back. Inhale, side bend right. Take your right hand down, lift your left arm and reach it over the center. Interlace the fingers and exhale round the back. Tuck your chin, point your tailbone forward, rounding through the back. Inhale to come back up to center, lift arms. Round it forward again as we exhale. Get movement into the spine. Inhale to come back up, flip the palms, lift the chin. And exhale, taking your hands down. We're moving to table pose. Under shoulders, knees under hips. As we inhale, lift the chin, lift the tailbone. Exhale, round the back, point the tailbone down. Inhale, lift the chin, lift the tailbone. Exhale and round. Heel. Again, hold here. Be pretty intense for the toes. We're just going to hold it at the bottoms of the feet, soften. Take one more big breath in. And exhale, walk your hands forward and straighten the legs to downward dog. Take your time to get there. Press your heels towards the mat. Face to the backs of the knees and the hamstrings. And holding to neutral, walking your feet towards your hands. So we come to the front of the mat. Take a hold of opposite elbows, let your upper body hang. Make sure that there's a bend in your knees so there's not a lot of pressure behind your knees. Next breath in, bend the knees deeper to come up to stand. As you come up, reach your arms up. Take a hold of your left wrist and exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale, coming back up to center, really long through the arms, strong through the legs. Switch the wrist. Exhale to the left. Inhale, coming back up to center, really strong, really long. Hands interlaced behind the back as we exhale. Reach the knuckles to point towards your heels. Toes point forward, lift your chin, inhale. Exhale, fold. Now we're trying to get some space to the shoulders. So allow your arms to go up, over, towards the ceiling. Allow your head to hang towards the floor. Take one more big breath in. Release your hands down as we exhale. Lengthen your spine and inhale, the right foot comes back. Drop your right knee. Hands stay on either side of your left foot. Untuck your right toes, straighten your left leg, and bend the left knee. Sink the right hip forward. Inhale, straight left leg. Exhale, bend the left knee. We're trying to get into that right hip flexor, left hip hamstring. Keep going. Inhale to straighten. Get that left knee to open up. Exhale, bend. One more. Inhale, straight. Exhale, we're going to hold the bend. Right toes tuck under. Straighten your right leg. Now get some power into that right thigh. Lengthen your spine, take your hands to your left knee. Find your right glute, strengthen it, and point your tailbone down. We're trying to open up the front of the right hip. Keep that left knee over the ankle. Keep squeezing your right glute. Let's take the arms up by the ears. Spread the fingers and like you're trying to touch the ceiling. Get really strong and long through the arms. Big breath in. If it feels good, arch the back. Exhale, hands to the front of the mat. Step your right foot forward to meet your left. Coming into that hold at the front of the mat. Inhale, come up to stand, reach the arms up. Take a hold of opposite elbows and exhale, side bend to the right. Keep drawing your left armpit back. Inhale, back up to center. Make sure that your tailbone is pointing down. Exhale over to the left and pull your right armpit back. Inhale, coming back through center. Arms to the ceiling. Exhale, hands interlace, or you can take your elbows. Hold here, deep inhale. We're trying to open up the chest. Lift your chin. Exhale, soft knees as we fold. Let the hands stay as they are. Allow your head to hang. Just the angle of the stretch in the shoulders. A little deeper of a bend, no lengthening into the hamstrings. Take one more breath in. Let your head hang. No effort in the neck. Exhale, the hands come down. Lengthen your spine and inhale, the left foot goes back. Drop your left knee. Untuck your left toes. Hands on either side of the right foot. Inhale, straight right leg. Let the toes point to the ceiling. Exhale, sink it forward. Get into that left hip flexor. Inhale, go back. As we go back, the leg straightens and the toes lift. Exhale, go forward. Good job. Left hip goes forward, right hip goes back. Inhale, straighten the right leg. We're trying to get into the hamstring. Exhale, bend it, forward. Two more. Inhale, open it up. Exhale, bend. Getting into that left hip flexor. One more. Inhale, open. Exhale, bend, plant the foot, tuck your left toes, lift your left knee. Strong and straight through that left leg. Take your hands to your right knee. Lengthen through your spine. Activate your left glute. Point your tailbone down. Lengthen through your spine, and when you're ready, the arms come up. Strong through the back leg. Try to square your pelvis to the front of your mat. Straighten through the left leg. Bend through the right leg. Deep breath in. Squeeze your left glute. Exhale, hands to the front of the mat. This time we're taking the right foot back to plank. Step your feet as wide as your mat. Take a deep breath in. Roll to the outer edge of your left foot and the inner edge of your right foot, moving the right arm to the ceiling, side plank. The feet are on the edges of the mat. If you need to, your left knee can come down or your right foot can come forward for balance. Take one more breath in. Make sure that left arm is really strong. Exhale, lower the right hand. Roll the outer edge of the right foot, inner edge of the left foot, and the left arm comes up. Strong right arm. Push yourself out of the floor. Strong through the fingertips. Deep breath in. Exhale, the hand comes down. Hold here, deep breath in. Bring your knees down to the mat as we exhale. Get them as wide as your mat so the toes point towards the center line. Come to sit to the tops of the feet or in between your feet. Start to walk your hands behind you so we're staying on the fingertips. Deep breath in here. Try to soften your knees as you exhale so you're not tensing through the ankles or the toes or the knee joints. Now with the next breath in, we're pushing the hips forward and up. Exhale, lower the hips back down. Inhale, lift the hips up. Point your tailbone in between your knees. Exhale, lower down. Again, inhale, lift, arch the back, open through the throat. Exhale down. When you're coming up, make sure that you're using the strength of your glutes. You're pointing the tailbone towards the knees. One more. Inhale to come up, strong glutes. Exhale to come down. Stay with your hips down. Walk your hands forward and come down to your elbows. Walk your knees in line with your hips so they're right underneath your hip joints. With the inhale, take your right arm straight out to the right and start to take it up to the ceiling. It's not going to go up very high, that's okay. We're trying to get into the thoracic spine here. Take a deep breath in, don't hunch your shoulder. Exhale the right hand or elbow down, and we switch sides. Left arm towards the ceiling. Make sure you don't hunch into that right shoulder. Come back down. And again, right arm straight out to the right. Exhale down. Try not to cave your chest. Keep pushing out of your elbows. Inhale the left arm straight out to the left. Exhale it down. Now stay on your elbows, just inch your knees back so we come to lie on the belly. We end up with the elbows right underneath the shoulders or a few inches in front of that. Feet to the edges of your mat, tops of the feet are down. Collarbones are square to the front of the room. Start to your palms and lift your elbows off the mat. We're trying to get a movement of the upper back. Point your tailbone down so you're not arching or overarching your low back. So think about lengthening your low back and opening the upper back. Pull your chest forward, pull your shoulder blades down, big breath in. Exhale to lower down onto the elbows once again. So we're going to stay here. Point your left fingertips towards the right edge of your mat. Bend your right knee behind you. Take your right arm to reach as far forward as you can. This way we're trying to get as much length into the right shoulder blade as we can. Lift the right arm, twist so that your gaze goes to the right wall and your right hand goes to the inside of the right foot. Then we come back to facing the front of the room or the front of the mat. Keep pushing down into your left toes, lift the right toes. You're kicking the foot into the hand, keep squeezing through the right glute. The right thigh is just as strong as the right glute. The right elbow is straight and the right foot is kicking into the right hand to help you open up even more. Keep pushing into that left elbow so that you can lift yourself up. Big breath in. Exhale to release. The knee comes down. Right elbow comes down. Right leg straight. So now we've got the feet to the edges of the mat. Right fingertips point to the left edge of the mat. Left knee bends behind. So we start by reaching as far as we can with that left arm. Then take it up and face the left wall. Left hand inside the left foot. Then come back to center, left hip down, gaze to the front of the room. And when you're ready, lift the left toes. It may not be a big movement. Still use that right elbow to push you out of the floor. Keep squeezing through your left glute. Keep lifting through the crown. And the top of the right foot is pressing to the floor. Squeeze through the left glute. Kick the foot into the hand. Big breath in. Exhale to release. Taking the left hand under the shoulder, right hand under the shoulder, tuck the toes. Inhale, come up to plank. Exhale, downward dog. Walk your hands back to your toes. So now we've got the feet at the edges of the mat. Turn your toes out. Inhale, bend the knees. And exhale, straight spine as you take your hands to your heart. Just notice how this feels here. Big breath in, spread your toes. Exhale, straighten the legs. Good job. Inhale, come back down. Exhale, come up. Squeezing through the glutes. Use your thighs. One more. Inhale, come down. Chest stays open. Exhale, push from your heels. Come back up. The feet are going to stay at the edges of the mat. Just point them forward. Inhale the arms up. Take a hold of your left wrist. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale, coming back up to center. Legs stay straight, feet on the edges of the mat. Switch the wrist. Exhale, over to the left. Inhale, coming back up to center. Exhale, hands to heart. Walk your feet together and come to the center of the mat. As we inhale, spread the toes. Take your hands to your hips. Exhaling, soft bend in the left knee. Take your right knee up. So as we're here, we're going to take the right hand to the right knee. Take the right knee out to the right, back down and forward again. Out to the right, down and forward. Out to the right. If you're having a hard time with balance, hold the wall. Up and out to the right. Last one. Good job. Take your right foot down next to your left. If you know that you're having a hard time with balance, just hold the wall. Left knee comes up. Left hand on the knee. Take it as high and out wide as you can. Then down, forward, and back into the chest. We're making circles out to the side with that left knee. It doesn't have to be a big movement. Just do what feels right in your hip. Be aware, we don't want to move that right side, so keep yourself steady on that hip. One more. Good job. Come back to center. Inhaling the arms up. Exhale, hands to the hips once again. Taking your right foot back so the leg stays straight. Take your hands to interlace behind you, knuckles reach back. As we inhale, bring a soft bend to the knee and hinge at the left hip. Now we're keeping the head in line with the hips, no lower. So notice here, you can keep your head higher than the hips, in line with the hips, but not lower than the hips. Take one more big breath in, soft bend in that left knee, long through the right leg. Exhale to come up to center, right foot next to left, hands to release to the hips, big breath in. Exhale, hands behind the back. If you want, you can do your elbows this time. Spread the toes of the right foot. Left foot steps back. Soft bend in your right knee. Keep your spine straight as you hinge at the right hip. Tendency here is for the head to fall down, so I want you to keep your neck long. Left hip pulls forward and down, and you're using your hips to hold you here. So strong hamstrings. Square your pelvis to the front of your mat. Pull your shoulder blades back. Spread your toes. Big breath in. Squeeze the hamstrings to exhale and come up to stand. Left foot next to right. Coming back to center. Hands to heart. Spread the toes of the left foot. Inhale the right knee up. This time we're taking the right hand to the right knee, taking it out to the side, and the foot inside the left leg. Wherever feels good to you. But be aware we don't want to sink the body over to one side. So make sure that you're staying where you can be without ruining the proper alignment. If you need to, your toes can stay down. I just don't want you sinking over to the side. Hands to heart when you're ready. Inhale, arms come up. Now as we exhale, the right knee points forward. And as we exhale, move to warrior three. You choose what you do with your arms. The legs can, right leg goes back, the arms can come to the side or the front. Long through the spine. We're not hanging the head. Squeeze your right glute, big breath in. Exhale, come back to stand, hands to heart. Inhale, ground into your right foot. As we exhale, hands to the hips, left knee comes up. And now we're taking that knee out to the left. And then you choose where you want to place the foot. Just make sure that it's challenging enough, but not to the point that you're not able to hold the posture. Hands to heart when you're ready. I'm just going to turn this way. Inhaling, arms up, strong and long with the body. The right leg is just as strong as the arms. Turn your left knee forward and find your warrior three, your version. The left leg doesn't even have to lift. Make sure that you are working from the straight, strong spine. Left leg is just as powerful as the right. The arms are just as strong as the legs. Inner spiral your left thigh. Spread the toes. Big breath in. Squeeze that left glute. Exhale, left foot comes down next to the right. Hands come to heart. Good job. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Walk your hands forward, step your feet back, downward dog, inhale. Exhale, the right knee to the right wrist. Moving into a high pigeon, walk your hands forward and take your right arm out and up. So we're twisting through the thoracic spine. The left hip is pulling forward, and really think about that right shoulder blade. Pull it down. Left hip forward, right hip back. The top of your left foot stays on your mat. Spread the left toes. Take a big breath in. Exhale, the right elbow comes down. So now we've got the elbows underneath the shoulders. Tuck your left toes under. Lift your left knee and drag your right leg back. So now you've got the toes tucked under and we're in plank. Draw your heels back. Draw your heels forward. Back. Forward. So we're in line with the spine. The elbows are pushing out of the floor so that you're lifting away from the weight of your elbows. The abdominal wall is really working here. Last 3, 2, 1. Knees down, hands down, table pose, downward dog. Big breath in. Long breath out. Spread your fingers, adjust your balance. Left leg up, inhale. Left knee to wrist, exhale to pigeon. Walking your hands further away. Top of the right foot on the mat. Left arm out to the left and up. Push out of your right arm. Turn your right front hip to face inward. Left hip to pull back. Top of the right foot pressing to the floor. Spread your fingers and get really long through both arms. Big breath in. Exhale, left hand comes down. This time we're leaning over to the left. Take your right leg forward. Take your left heel next to your right. So we've got the legs long, in front, knees are bent. Arms come along the length of the body, so the fingers are in line with the shoulders. As we inhale, lower down. Take your hands to the knees to the chest. And then we come back up. So we're moving up. This time we're into boat. And then exhale to come down. Hold knees to chest. And inhale, coming up. Hold your boat. And again, come down. And up. And down. 2 more. When you get to your boat, reassess your balance. 1 more. Hold here, deep breath in, take your hands behind you, your feet in front, and with your next inhale, lift your hips up, reverse table. Keep spreading your fingers, keep spreading your toes, let your head go back if that feels good. Big breath in, squeeze the glutes, lift your hips. Exhale, lower the hips down, bring the bottoms of the feet to touch. Knees go wide, chest goes forward. Inhale, shoulders down. Exhale, fold. Widen your collarbones. You can use your elbows to the insides of the knees to help bring them down. Take a slow breath in. Long breath out. Coming up to center, straighten your left leg forward. Bring your right foot outside of your left thigh. Right hand behind you, left elbow in front of the right knee and twist to the right. Left toes point to the ceiling, and the right arm is there to help lift you out of the floor. Pull both shoulder blades back, turn your chin towards your right shoulder, but make sure you're not hunching through the left shoulder. Big inhale, and exhale, release. The right leg goes long. Inhale the left foot outside of the right thigh. Lengthen your spine, take your right elbow in front of your left knee, and twist as we exhale. Here you're trying to get the head above the tailbone. Both sides of your back are equally working. Turning the chin towards the left shoulder. Keep pulling both shoulder blades back. Big breath in. Exhale, coming back to center. Releasing the left leg straight next to the right, long through both legs, and fold forward. Inhale to come up. Bend your knees, coming onto the back. Bring your knees into the chest, hands to the knees, rocking side to side. And moving into Shavasana. So making this as comfortable as you can, letting the body be as open as you can make it. Feeling that the body is completely open and there's nothing that you need to do here. Keep a gentle smile. Remembering at the beginning of the practice, we set our intention for our practice. So now let's set the intention of rest here. Scanning through and continuing to let go. Feel like the breath can move easily into the body, like it's coming directly through the skin, reaching all the areas it needs to go to. The breath, the energy flowing easily through this strong body. Let's start to move slowly, waking the body, bringing the knees to the chest, rolling onto one side, making your way up to seated. Bring your hands to your heart. Gently smile. Thank you so much for sharing your energy. If you do come into contact with anyone today, make sure that you share this positive energy. Namaste. Thanks, guys. Let me know what you thought of that. We're getting through it daily. Let me know if you need anything. We're doing this every Thursday and Monday at 8 a.m. So let me know if you need me to focus on anything specific for you. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you guys soon. Love you guys.